You know, I found this paint. I did a short on it already, and I have to be honest. I have to do another look at this mint mark, and I've been researching for the past few minutes before. But I have to. Obviously, there's a great um, dye chip on the L. I've never seen one like that before. That almost looks like the one you see on the reverse, where you see the beehive. That's how big the dye chip is on the L. I've never seen one like that before. But what really has me tripping out is this S. I'm going to look at it under the loop really quick. That S is unusually large. I'm going to show you what 197 what the S mint mark looks. I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to click on images, and we're going to look at them together. And we're going to look at what the mint. I'm going to put mint mark down. Mint mark. Okay. So first of all, you want to take a good look at this S. Look how thick that the line is. I mean, it's. I'm thinking it's a repunch mint mark, unless it's an S over D or something. I mean, it's very. So let me show you what the mint marks look like on Google. And what we're looking for is a very huge looking S. And if I see one, I wish they would like. Is this it? No. See, our S is bigger than this. 1974 oh, here we go, variation. I never seen this. Hey, let's go to the let's visit this site. Never saw this 1974 variation. I've never seen this website before. You see what happens when we do things together? All right, I'm going to read it to you. The 19 for the 1974, and this is from LincolnCoinCollector.com. For the 1974, there were a number of business strike variations. Each of the three mints produced a large date. Oh, and a small date I didn't know the 74 came in a small date and a large date. However, the 1974 coins are not usually recognized with those differences as they are for 1960 P and D, the 1970 S, and the 1982 P and D. I never knew that. I never knew the 1974 had a small and large date. A complete Lincoln Cent business strike collection should ignore this oversight and include both. I guess they meant should not ignore this oversight. Anyway, from the San Francisco Mint, two different mint mark styles were produced for both business strikes and proof coins. For the 1979 and 1981, the two different mint mark styles produced in those years are recognized and assigned to a Type 1 and Type 2 designation. Perhaps the same should be done for the two 1974 proof coin mint mark style variations. Okay, we're not talking about the mint mark, we're talking about the early in the year, the same S style and in the prior years was used, which can be labeled as tall S or MS-008 as identified by Variety Vista. I never looked at Variety Vista either. I've never looked at this website, Variety Vista. I just clicked it to see if anything comes up. Mint mark styles. Look at this. San Francisco mint mark style. See, this is why this stuff is so interesting. San Francisco mint mark styles. And let's go to the 74. Here goes the 74. See, our mint mark does not look like this. Ours is super. It almost looks like one big blob of an S. I don't get it. Torment mark. Oh. Here goes one. This is. Oh, look at this. Oh, I see. It shows the different. Oh, okay. So this is the mint mark, and then I have to go. I have to open it up a little bit for you. I'm trying to stay in here so you can see everything. Okay, there we go. So the mint mark's on the left, and the years are on the right. So I'm sorry I can't show it to you. So I'm gonna stomp on the ones that show 74, and then I'll pan to the right. Okay, so this one here, you can see they show the 74 over here. Okay. This one has a 74 called the ODV. Look at this, the ODV-031. Okay, I don't think that's it either. All right, so let's look for. So this is the mint. This looks like closer to the mint mark, but it's not showing it on the right. It doesn't show the 74 there, but this looks closer to it. All right, this is so cool. It doesn't show this mint mark, the one that I found. All I can say is I'm going to click that 1974 031. Where is it at? Past it. Here we go. 1974 S and MS-008. I don't get it. MS-008. That doesn't look. We don't have the torment mark. We have this one's closer to it. The ODV-031. But I don't see it here. ODV-0. Oh, we're looking for 031. Oh, here it goes. Revised portrait, thin date. I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for the thick S. I'm gonna see if that's a piece of dirt in the S or not. I'm gonna try to remove it with my shirt. I'm gonna just scratch it off. It did come off. That S, such a great looking S. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the thin one or what. Oh, this one has an extra S here. I don't know. Ours doesn't really have that. Let me see. I'm gonna look through these again. See, to me, ours look like a large. Looks like this, but it says 1928. This one says 1928. So obviously that's not it. And it's not. This is not our mint mark. So we don't have the tall mint mark. I guess this is it. This has to be close to it. 009, 004. Is there another 74 someplace? I don't see another 74. Okay, so let's go back to this. All right, let me read. Let's read this. Later in the year, the same S style to be used in subsequent years called the Blob S. Oh, you see, look at that. The Blob S. See, that's what I thought this was. The Blob S or MS-009 was used. I suggest that the tall S should be called the 1974 Type 1 and the Blob S should be called 1974 Type 2, a complete. So let's look for this. The MS-009. Let me see. Let's see if it comes up, the penny. No, they don't have it. $1974S. Look at this. The mystery of the 1974S mint mark punch. And these are all variety Vista. Coin Talk. You got to be careful on Coin Talk. You got some nasty people there. Oh, that's the S. That's the S right there that we got. All right, what's it say? This is a large date. Is the Blob mint mark MS-009, and there is something behind the S. Is this an S over? That's what I thought it was. Remember I said that? I thought it was an S over S. It's so funny. Even though I'm using the resources you people gave me, I still could be wrong. Don't say it. Laugh out loud. Thank you. I thought this was an S over S. This is the small date. See, he was wrong. Follow this link. 1974, large or small date. Lincoln sent resource.com. The gap between the devices and the rim. In the link I sent you, note the 4 is closer to the rim on the large date. The 4 is closer to the rim. This one's far away. I don't know why he said that. Is his close to the rim? His 4 is not close to the rim. His 4 is far from the rim, like mine is. So what did he write here? Well, anyway, let's click that. The 1974 large and small date. At the beginning of the 1974, the master die was the large date type 1 die. This was not the same master die used in the 1973. The Mint created this new master die, perhaps in anticipation a change in metal composition. The Mint decided midway through production to create a new master die again. This second master die was the small date type 2. The small date die has a lower relief with slightly less detail. The Mint has changed obverse master dies. Okay. These variations can be referred to as 1974 large and small dates, the 1974 type 1 and type 2, or as the 1974 transitional varieties. Oh boy. See, these are close. These ones here are close. This is close to the rim. Ours is far from the rim. Okay, do they show the S? This is the S we have, and it's far from. Okay, so the large date is close to the rim. This is what we have. We have that blob, the blob S. It's the small date. Small date left, large date right. Small. Also the date. Oh, I see what you're saying. So let me look at that. Oh yeah, you can see. So we have the small. We have the small date. So it's a 1974 S. Small. It's the blob. Let's see. Does he talk about that at all? No, he doesn't. Neither the large or small date varieties are difficult to obtain. Each variety can be obtained in circulation. The small dates seem to be slightly less common than the large dates. The large dates and small dates do not differ significantly from each other. The best way to distinguish the two is by looking at the cross on the 4. In the large date, the crossbar extends further to the left. What? The crossbar extends further to the left. The small date also has a lower relief. I thought that one was closer to the rim than the other, like the other person mentioned. See how close? You see how close the large date is to the rim? Somebody mentioned that in another website. He didn't mention it in this one though. See, this is why this stuff gets so confusing. So they call this the blob. So this is what we have here is a small date. I'll be honest with you. Even the 4 looks, now that I'm looking at it close, looks a little. You see how here on the bottom of the 4, it's kind of. I don't know if the word is blended or if it You see how sharp it is on the right? How sharp it is? but the small dates, it's kind of it's it's a little sloped or blended into the bottom. So this one has it. So this is definitely a small date. And I like that whole blob thing that they're talking about. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so cool, and and it is further from the rim. See, to me, this almost looks like an S over S. You see how there's like a little line on the inside? I thought I always had that too. Okay, so let's go back to he tried to this is his he tried to put up a clearer picture, but he couldn't do it. Oh, look, this person has look, copper coins. They're linking copper coins. It's difficult to tell from your photos, crisp rather than over magnified photos of what we need. Also, you feel that's something the photo similar. Okay, so let's go to copper coins. No, this is to me, this is the oh, he's looking if it's a double die. See, I guess this would be the large date. And he's calling this the M11001. Oh yeah, no, we don't have that. No, it's just a nice. I like it. I wish we read more about this blob thing. Where's this other person that they said MS-009, the blob? Oh, here we go. Blob S MS-009. Let's see if we can find something on that. (1974) coin community. You gotta be careful with these community people, man. Yep, that's it. That's the S we got right there. I don't know what it means. It's probably. I was fortunate enough to see this unfold firsthand. The link, Variety Vista, to the CCF. Well, this is new to me. Thanks. Thank you, John. The S mint mark is one tricky little letter. I wasted hours trying to. Yeah, no kidding. All right. So we have. So this is the 1970. Okay. So anyway, let me get out a coin flip. I'll show you one more time. I'm going to write on the coin flip now while so I don't forget. Is it worth anything? I don't know. I guess not. Maybe it's worth $2 or something like that. This one's in pretty nice condition. I'm going to say high AU. So we have the what's it called? Okay, we got the 1974. It's the small date. Blob S MMS-009. All right. So let's go back now that we've taken an hour to figure that out. Let's take a last look at it. I'll get as close as I can to it. So the small date. I'm sorry, I said the small date is further from the rim. The 4 is less pronounced, and you can see that blending on the bottom of the 4. The S is thicker, and they call it the blob S. That's a beautiful looking S. I really thought maybe, and that's why some people think it's an S over S, because it's so thick and so blobby. But that's a beautiful, beautiful looking 1974 S that I found during the members only video for members. It's never going to be scheduled. Nobody besides a member could ever see it. And I found this penny during that video, and I just wanted to do the research with you today. All right, thank you. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.